Good evening. We begin with a story you'll only see on 12 News. Tonight, family and friends are remembering a teen tragically killed in a UTV crash.
That crash also left another teen in the hospital. This evening, their friends gathered at the scene near 47th Avenue and Choya Street. 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk spoke to someone incredibly close to the 16-year-old who lost his life.
Well, there is still caution tape marking the spot where that UTV flew off and landed into the dry canal below. Tonight, the girlfriend of the boy who died says she won't have closure until she has answers.
And I miss him a lot.
Today would have been their 4-month anniversary, but instead of being together, 15-year-old Emery Chambers is visiting the site where her boyfriend lost his life.
His car was his favorite thing. He's really goofy. He's a really funny guy. He's always energetic.
16-year-old Nolan Coughlin was a straight-A student and a football player at Centennial High School. He and his best friend were riding in a UTV Thursday evening near this canal when something went horribly wrong.
I was at softball practice, and I thought he was ignoring me, and he was supposed to pick me up. But I got home, and I was on the phone with one of my friends, and his cousin called me. And she's like, well, there's been an accident.
The UTV broke through a metal fence and dropped 30 feet into a dry canal. Nolan died, and his friend was rushed to the hospital in extremely critical condition. In a statement to 12 News, Nolan's family said in part, "We are without words on his tragic death and continue to pray for his best friend who is fighting for his life."
He had surgery this morning, but he made it, and he's still fighting.
Flowers and Nolan's favorite candy line the spot where so many questions remain.
I'm just trying to figure out what really happened so I can get closure.
And tonight, one man who lives nearby told us that the city needs to do something about this street. He suggested putting speed bumps in. Meanwhile, Phoenix police say they will be reviewing security footage to try to determine exactly what went wrong. We're in North Phoenix tonight. Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.
All right, Kyle, thank you for that. Now to some video just coming into our newsroom. This is of a protest in downtown Chandler. This is near Boston Street and Arizona Avenue. Our crew saw people there holding signs and waving flags. Chandler police said that the group remained peaceful. Protests, of course, have been breaking out almost every night across the valley in response to ICE deportations.
Tonight calls for change after a traffic stop involving State Senator Mark Fincham. Listen to what Fincham says after being handed a speeding ticket.
Any questions?
No, I'll take it up to legislative council.
Say that again?
I'll take it up to legislative council.
Fincham says he'll consult with legislative council. That's because the Arizona state constitution says lawmakers can't be arrested for anything less than a felony during the legislative session. Fincham sent a letter to the Prescott Police Department and they dismissed the ticket. State Senator Justine Watsack also claimed immunity after she was pulled over in Tucson last year. Well, now State Representative Quang Nguyen has introduced a resolution that would change the Constitution to get rid of immunity for traffic violations. If it passes, the issue will be on the ballot during the next general election.
A legislative lifeline for many Arizona families is in jeopardy tonight. The Parents as Paid Caregivers program pays parents for acting as caregivers for their children with disabilities. But now State Representative David Livingston has introduced a bill that would put a cap on the program, which started back during the pandemic. Livingston blames the governor for not controlling the costs of the program, which he says are unsustainable. Right now, almost 60,000 families benefit from this program. New at 10, another lawsuit has been filed against Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell, this time by his former assistant.
Last year, Bidwell was sued by the team's former vice president of player personnel, and the NFL ordered the Cardinals to pay him $3 million for statements the team made against him. 12 News journalist William Pitts breaks down the new allegations that Bidwell is facing.
The lawsuit accuses Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell of continuously tormenting his former assistant, claiming he unmercifully harassed her, that he was petty, abusive, and demeaning. At the heart of her argument that Brittany Neuheisel, a grandmother, was replaced by someone young, beautiful, and athletic. The lawsuit says Bidwell used his dog to torment Neuheisel, mocking and laughing at her after the dog allegedly attacked her. Neuheisel said Bidwell wanted her to ship a gun to a friend with FedEx. Only federal firearm license holders can ship guns. Neuheisel claims that when she explained that to Bidwell, Bidwell said, "Just ship it." The lawsuit accuses Bidwell of making Neuheisel provide false information on federal flight forms. And when Neuheisel, who says she's a practicing Catholic, objected, she claims Bidwell said, "Do it and then go to confession." Eventually, Neuheisel claims she was told Bidwell wanted to replace her with someone younger and more attractive. The lawsuit claims Bidwell met a woman at the Global Ambassador Hotel and later hired her. The lawsuit also claims that woman was given Neuheisel's responsibilities. When the LA Rams came to Glendale after their game was moved due to the LA fires, the lawsuit alleges Bidwell was upset that the Rams owner never came to thank him personally. Neuheisel, who claims she was already being pushed out of her job, said Bidwell went on a verbal tirade. The Arizona Cardinals sent a statement denying everything in the lawsuit. A spokesman said earlier this week the Cardinals received an email from a California-based plaintiff's lawyer. In it, he threatened to file a lawsuit unless the team agreed to his demand for a substantial amount of money by 5 p.m. the next day. The team refused, and the lawyer has now filed the complaint. The Cardinals were surprised by and strongly deny the allegations made in this lawsuit and intend to defend the case on its merits in the appropriate forum. William Pitts, 12 News.
All right, well, thank you. We are tracking a big freeway closure going into place at any moment now. I-10 is set to be closed eastbound from State Route 51 all the way to the US 60. So drivers headed to the East Valley will now need to use the Loop 202 and Loop 101 as a detour. Meanwhile, up north, I-17 is shutting down right now from the Loop 303 to Carefree Highway. Both of those closures will be in place until Monday morning.
Round 2 of the WM Phoenix Open is in the books, and Friday is when this tournament really starts to find its groove. The play on the course starts to get more intense, and the crowd just gets that much louder.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono wraps up a successful night out at the Open.
From bachelor parties to the bird's nest, food to the fashion, Friday at the Phoenix Open did not disappoint. Behind the scenes of a Friday at the Phoenix Open, it's all hands on deck for Scottsdale police and fire.
This is a city within a city, 224 acres of golf course.
Working hard to keep these massive crowds safe.
It's all hands on deck. There's some people working some overtime. But we're up. This isn't our first day. You know, we've done this for years.
Command posts are spread across the course, ready to respond at a moment's notice.
We're seeing about average of 36 to 37 calls a day right now.
This is the best event of the year. I call it my favorite holiday.
Jordan Sidebottom's brother found out firsthand back in 2018 when he jumped into the water.
What are the biggest lessons learned after that?
Well, have fun, but be smart about it.
Amidst the partying, you may not expect it, but on Friday, love was in the air.
We met here 22 years ago.
22 years ago, Peter and Tiffany Rhoda's love story started right here.
Do you guys try to come back every year to honor that?
This is our anniversary.
Others hoping to follow in their footsteps. Bachelor parties from all over the country celebrating their soon-to-be nuptials in Scottsdale.
I am so confident in my relationship. Life's going to be great.
My bachelor party. Yeah! I'm getting married in April.
At the Coors Light Bird's Nest, thousands showed up to see Nickelback.
We're here for Nickelback.
From die-hard fans,
we have actually just come for the Nickelback concert,
to casual ones.
Can you take me higher? Yeah!
Friday, proving why this party on a golf course really is the People's Open.
It was incredible.
And only one more chance to catch all of the fun here at the Bird's Nest. Tiesto is closing this place down on Saturday. We're in Scottsdale. Bianca Bono, 12 News.